What's up YouTube, it's Ups here, back again with another deck profile, and this time it's a deck profile for my Dark Eradicator Warlock build. I'm also going to include the deck profile for my Dark Sage build as well, but I'll go through Dark Eradicator Warlock first, because I feel like it's more competitive to Dark Sage. So to kick things off, I run just for one copy of Dark Eradicator Warlock. Once you get this out, there are ways which you could recycle this, which I'll talk about when I get to Charioteer Prophecy. One Dark Magician. I would run more, but the problem is that it's normally a really big dead draw, so I opt to just play the one. And as long as it doesn't get removed from play, it's normally fine. Free skill Dark Magician. I play this over Temperance because basically, if I summon Dark Magician using Temperance's effect, I won't be able to special summon Dark Eradicator Warlock because of Temperance's limitation, and also because Skill Dark Magician allows me to get Dark Magician out of my hand and from my graveyard, whereas with Temperance it's just from my deck. So free Skill Dark Magician. After that, two Summoner Monks. This helps me search out for Skill Dark Magicians and Charioteer. It's really good, but I'll talk about that mostly when I get to this card, which is Charioteer Prophecy. I'm actually going to cut the video a little bit, and I'm going to put a little clip of me showing why I basically run this card. So here it is. So now you guys pretty much understand why I play Charioteer of Prophecy. So moving on, I play 2 Justice of Prophecy, 2 Search Dark Eradicator Warlock and Dark Magician, and 3 Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, which is pretty much a staple. And for the spells, I play 3 Judgment Day. I really want to open up with Judgment Day first turn, and opening up with 2 isn't really that bad as long as I can sort of get my engine going. I also play 1 Spellbook of Eternity, 1 Spellbook of Fate, and 1 Spellbook of Life. I play one of these cards because these cards can essentially be dead, and I don't really want to open up with them. I prefer to search them. Well, yeah, Spellbook of Eternity obviously works really well with Dark Eradicator Warlock. Spellbook of Fate is just a really versatile card, and Spellbook of Life is a card which I'm running at 1 because of Skill Dark Magician and its ability to revive Dark Magician from my graveyard. So after that, I played 3 Spellbook of Power. It combos extremely well with Skilled Dark Magician. Skilled Dark Magician by itself is sort of like an answer to Thunder King, probably even better than Breaker in some ways, in terms of like one card removal, because it's basically much harder to stop because your opponent can't Vader it or something, and then with Breaker it would go down to 1600, but Skilled Dark Magician would just lose its counters. And with Power it becomes a 2900 beta, which is really big, pretty much gets over everything. 3 Spellbook of Secrets, staple, 2 Spellbook of the Master. Normally I'll use a Spellbook of the Master to put a counter on Skill Dark Magician, so I really need another one in my deck for Dark Eradicator Warlock. 2 Spellbook of Wisdom, 2 of the Grand Spellbook Tower. I pretty much run like 2 of these in like all of my variants pretty much. And onto like the non-spellbook spell cards, 3/2 table of contents. I play 3 of these and not another target because I'm looking to recycle 2 of these copies into my deck with Hidden Spellbook and the Transmigration Prophecy because Dark Eradicator is really good with 2 table of contents, and 2 table also 2 table also, pardon me, 2 table also works extremely well with Spellbook Judgment Day and Skill Dark Magician. Also Heavy Storm Reborn, no Dark Hole. I don't play Dark Hole because most of the time I will like sort of begin my second turn with a Dark Magician on the field because it's sort of difficult to get rid of a Dark Magician with like a Spellbook of Fate and Spellbook of Wisdom. So normally I will actually have this still on my field during my next turn, and then I just want to basically go into Dark Eradicator Warlock as soon as possible and start really going for game. 2 Night Beam, obviously over MST because of Dark Eradicator Warlock, and 1 Hidden Spellbook. It's a searchable Transmigration Prophecy in terms of 2 table, although it's nowhere near as versatile as Transmigration Prophecy, but still it's searchable, and it does the job. And the Transmigration Prophecy obviously is just really good against several decks. I played this against Burning Nut, I played this against Darkfold, put the graphics back. It can be a game changer basically. It's a really good card. The extra is just basically made up of like cards, which is just a random assortment of rank 4s and rank 2s. The only really important card is Dagusto Emerald, which I basically showed during that combo with Charioteer, and that's pretty much it. I mean, Laval Chain, you could probably think of some combos with it, but yeah, Dagusto Emerald is the most important card here. So I'm just going to quickly go over to the Dark Sage deck, so you guys can just check it. Basically, I'm just going to go over this really quickly, and I'm not really going to explain the stuff which I already explained, like 3 skill Dark Magician. So 1 Dark Sage, 1 Dark Magician, 3 skill Dark Magician, 2 Summoner Monk, 2 Defender. Defender works extremely well with Starhawk, and basically Time Wizard can basically blow up my whole entire field and deal me damage, and it can pretty much backfire pretty easily. So you need a sort of defense to stop it from sort of gaming you in a sense, because it can sort of cost you the game. So that's why I play defender to sort of act as a cushion, because I'll still end up taking the damage with defender, but at least I won't lose all of my monsters. And if if I'm using Time Wizard's effect, that means I have a Dark Magician in the field, so I could sort of go into beatdown mode and look to sort of just game my opponent without Dark Sage. 2 Time Wizard. I played 2 because I want to be able to summon 1 off of Judgment during the end phase, so I don't want to really draw it. And if I draw it, I want to always have 1 in my deck, so that's why I played 2. 3 Spellbook Magician, again, sort of like a staple. And Kuriphoton, sort of tested this. It's sort of to cushion the damage of Time Wizard when it sort of backfires. And for the spells, 1 Day of Peace, again, works extremely well with Divine Judgment Day, Skill Dark Magician, and also with Time Wizard, because I won't take any damage from it if I use 1 Day of Peace that turn. I'm really sad that it got limited because of this, but I can understand why Konami had to do it. 2 Spellbook of Power, I would bump this up to 3, but obviously this deck is a 42 card deck already, so I needed to make some cuts. 3 Judgment Day, 1 Eternity, 1 Fate, 1 Life, which I explained before. 3 Secrets, 1 Master because no Dark Eradicator Warlock, and I was only playing 2 Master because Dark Eradicator Warlock works extremely well with it. 2 Wisdom, 2 Starhawk, which I explained before with Defender. 2 Tower, 3 Toon Table, 1 Toon World because I don't really need to recycle Toon Worlds. Toon Table, not Toon Worlds. With the Transmigration Prophecy or the Hidden Spellbook, and if I basically get 2 Worlds, I can have another spell card to discard with Summoner Monk, so that's why I play it over Gemini Elf. And 1 Reborn, it helps you just get back a Time Wizard or a Dark Magician or whatever, and try to go for Dark Sage. And the final cards of the deck are 2 traps, which are Piku's Circle of Enchantment. I'm kind of testing this out again. Basically, I basically want to just cushion the damage which Time Wizard can do to me. If I have a Kuriphoton or Piku's Circle of Enchantment and a Defender, then I could pretty much just keep spamming Time Wizard's effect until I get it right, as long as I've got enough counters on Starhawk, which it shouldn't be that difficult to achieve. But that's the main deck. The extra deck is just, it's pretty much just a random assortment again. Oh, I've got Evil Storm Phantos. Oh yeah, I can make this with Summoner Monk and Skilled Dark Magician. But yeah, basically I was just filling up the extra deck with cards. The only important ones maybe Dagusto Emerald and Laval Chain, maybe, if you can figure out some combos with it. But that's the deck profile, guys, or deck profiles. And this is Azure Option signing out. Have a nice day. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already done that. And yeah, I'll upload my Spellbook Synchro deck after I upload this. Basically, I was waiting for Spellbook the World or Prophecy the World or whatever they're gonna call it. But I realized that obviously that's coming out in the set after Lords of the Tachyon Galaxy. Sorry, I've really gone on for really long and my voice is really drying up. But basically, I'm gonna upload Spellbook Synchro really soon, so I look forward to that. So this is Azure Option signing out, and have a nice day.